Well, it looks like we're still going to be tracking some scattered rain showers, but it looks like we will be seeing a lull in the action later on. I would say middle of the afternoon, and then another round of some rain expected later on tonight. But we're still dealing with the fog out there, kicking off this morning. Less than a mile of visibility, like you just saw. We can't really make out the Zachem Bridge out there. We're less than a mile in Boston, mile in Bedford, right around a quarter of a mile visibility in Worcester, less than a mile in Norwood. So you'll likely drive through pockets of reduced visibility from town to town. So just something to be mindful of. Not only that, but also some areas of some freezing rain. We're still monitoring that on radar right now. So those areas shaded in pink on your screen. So we've seen that in southernmost parts of New Hampshire, even for portions of Middlesex County, as well as northern Worcester County. But starting to notice some heavier rain back out towards the west. That will continue to push its way across Worcester County and then eventually setting off towards the north and east. And then we'll see, as I mentioned, that lull in the action back out towards the west will move in. Still around Leominster and some of those higher elevations along the Route 2 corridor. Kind of that chance for a few slick spots, especially those untreated roads and sidewalks. So heads up, just because temperatures are just above the freezing mark. That's from Jaffrey to Fitchburg, even Bedford and Nashua. We're right into the middle, considering those temperatures across the region. Middle, I mean, for Boston, we're right at 43, while upper 50s. We're getting close to 60 down towards Plymouth as well as New Bedford. And a wider look at the current weather map. We're watching this warm front lift its way off across the portions of southern New England, and that will usher in that warmth across the region. So once that lifts up, then we'll finally start to notice some warmer air across southern New England, followed by this cold front. That cold front slides through later on tonight, and ahead of that, that's when we see another round of some pockets of heavy rain at times, and count that chance for a few thunderstorms associated with that line as it moves through. But this is via 1 p.m. We'll be seeing some dry times across much of the area, and notice the variation in those temperatures. Looks like still stuck into the 30s in Keene. Otherwise, we're into the 50s across much of the area. Again, that's that warm front lifting off towards the north, and then eventually Keene will start to notice those warmer temperatures, but really not until after sunset. And we'll notice that chance for some of those heavier downpours as that line swings through. So this is that cold front sliding across the region. This is via 11 p.m. and it looks like we can't have that chance for a few heavier downpours and also rumbles of thunder with that. And with those thunderstorms, also gusty winds. And then finally that lifts out and we'll see drier conditions just in time for the second half of your weekend. And speaking of gusty winds, we do have that wind advisory issued. That's for gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So make sure your phone is charged because we can't have that chance for a few power outages and isolated tree damage. Of course, when we're talking about wind gusts that strong, we can't rule that as well. Peak wind gusts likely 35 to 40 miles per hour across those areas shaded in yellow. It looks like Cape Ann as well as along the South Shore, South Coast. We're looking at 40 to 50, even possibly higher than that for the Cape and the Islands. We're looking at 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts possible down towards the Cape and the Islands. So that's just something to be mindful of, especially later on today. Here's a view of the rest of that 7-day forecast. 60s today, back to seasonable temperatures tomorrow. Mid-50s and mild and breezy on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, upper 40s. More cloud cover on Thursday, but we are tracking that warm up back into the upper 50s by the end of that work week.